Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sushant if you're new here, and I make content on beauty and skincare, and if that seems like your thing, then make sure to subscribe. So in today's video we're going to talk about a very exciting launch. Forest Essentials has come out with their whole makeup range that includes a foundation, a brow serum, a blusher, liquid blush, and a kajal. Let's talk about the products real quickly from what I have noticed until now, like my first impressions. All products from their ingredient list look really nice because everything's organic. There are almost no chemicals used, so everything's made very naturally. This is not to say that natural products are better than chemical products, because some chemicals suit some people, some don't. The same way, even natural ingredients don't suit some people well. Like some people can't use aloe vera directly. Having said that, the products also are expensive. Starting with the foundation, the Rasa Silk Skin Tint. This costs 2,750. That is a lot of money for a foundation that is supposed to be a tint. So I'm assuming that the coverage is not as much. But I understand from the brand's perspective that they say on their website that this is more of a skincare product than cosmetic use, because the ingredients in it are really good for the skin. So keeping that in mind, yeah, but I have skincare for that. And if I want makeup, I might need coverage sometimes, I might not. So that's really up to me. I would like to have the option to alter according to what I'm feeling that day. This is enriched with hand-pressed oils of moringa, almond, sunflower, and green tea, which is great. It can be used over your moisturizer to softly blur out imperfections, since this is a more skincare product, like I said. And you can mix and blend the shades for them to match your skin perfectly, which is something I have a problem with, because you come out with four shades of foundation that cost 2,750. So if I have to mix two shades, I literally have to spend 2,750 plus 2,750. Do the math. I'm really bad at it, which is a lot. So even I'm in the shade Genhu, and I'm not sure if I'm exactly that, but we will see. On the website, if you go on how to use, it says apply a few dots of foundation across the face and start blending from the center in an outward direction using a foundation brush or a blender. Use the skin tint every day after prepping the skin with moisturizer and primer. So my skin is already prepped with vitamin C, moisturizer, and now I'm going to go on with a primer. Just fill in my pores with the Benefit Professional and use the NYX Honeydew Me Up primer, and I'm just gonna come back. So this is the color. I don't think this is my shade, honestly. Now that I look closely, it's pretty light for me. I'll give them that. Forest Essential products smell really good, and not good like perfumey good. They just smell really natural. Like they said, dot some at the center of your face moving outwards. One side I'm going to blend with a buffer brush like this, like a kabuki brush, and apply this much for now, and then we'll see if the coverage can be increased. Yeah, I'm just going on with my. It's blending well, so the color's off. That's okay. Ignore that. But apart from that, honestly, if it's a skin tint and it's supposed to look natural on the skin, I would want it to look a little glowy. But I think this is taking away from the shine, which is great for people with really oily skin. But you can tell that this is really not my color. You're literally a homegrown Indian brand. So considering that you're making this for Indian skin tones, you need to have Indian skin tones in your foundation. So now we're trying a beauty blender. I feel like it blends better when you're blending it with a brush. You end up getting more coverage, although the coverage overall is just very light. But I feel with the brush you get something, because with the beauty blender I can barely see anything. Like forget the color. The color is just off. We've established that. But you can see through the marks. Let's see if we can build this up and build the coverage a little more. Okay, it's not the best. Let's go with some more. I'm taking a lot more. So let's see, I'm like doubling up the product. So let's see if that works. Kinda like sitting on top of the earlier product, and this is really not a good look. The beauty blender is clearly not working. I'm going on with the brush. Blends better and the coverage is better with a brush. Also, the bottle looks awfully similar to the La Mer foundation bottle. The bottle is simple, but I don't know. Me, it looks awfully similar. I'm putting the two pictures here. You can tell me if you think it's copied or not. Color after this is Manjishta, which is way darker for my skin tone. So I would probably have to buy Manjishta and this and mix the two. If you can find your exact shade, then maybe go for it, but honestly the coverage is also bad, so you can spend the same amount of money, 2,750 exactly, and get the bond this way by Too Faced. This is non-comedogenic, it's oil free, so it's also infused with coconut water, so ingredient wise it's good, and I've been using it for quite some time, and the coverage of this is flawless. Like, it's very natural but still buildable. Like, you can get a full coverage, like a medium to full coverage with this. And yeah, this is the coverage, and you look at this one, you can clearly tell you spend the same amount of money. If you want to go ahead with concealer, I just want to show you if it blends well with other concealers. I'm using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is my favorite. This concealer blends with anything and everything, so if it doesn't go with this one, there's clearly something wrong with the foundation and not the concealer. So honestly, with a concealer, it's blending pretty well. Won't lie, it's not patchy, it's not sitting on top, it's blending really well with the foundation. Next up, I'm using the Noor Nikhar cheek tint in the shade Gulaabi. I saw a lot of influencers doing this with the fingers, so let's try one with the fingers. So using the fingers looks really good. It blends really well into the skin and gives a very natural rosy finish, but it's also not like made up. On this side, I'm just using a brush with the same foundation, and yeah, even with the brush it blends really well. But even this retails for 1,350, which is a lot of money for 10 mils of blush. But honestly, I just used like a pinch, a drop of it, or maybe lesser. So yeah, I'd say this 10 mils is going to last you a long time. So yeah, the cheek tint, not really bad. I actually love it. Next up is the Kajal. This is in the shade Cobalt Blue. This doesn't have a lot of pigment, which is sad because it costs 775 rupees. So if you see, with one stroke, this is all you get. So you have to like go in to get a very pigmented finish. I don't really wear Kajal, but I'm just going to show you how it will look. This is not the kind of blue I would expect from a Kajal, because a Kajal is supposed to be more pigmented. Like, at least that's what I've seen. Finally, we're using the Forest Essentials Brow and Lash Serum. Let's see how this works. So, like the name says, it's more of a serum, it's not a gel, so it's not going to give you like, you know, really fuller brows. It's more of a skincare product where it says that conditions the lash and brow hair, lends volume to lash and brow hair from root to tip. So okay, it says it gives volume. So let's try this as a mascara. Okay, so I applied it on my eyelashes and it definitely looks better than this one. Mascara can get clumped up in your eyelashes and you tend to sometimes lose eyelash hair. So for that, I think it's a great alternative. It says it doesn't even irritate the eyes and it's cruelty free. So yeah, this is also a good product. Maybe not so much for the eyebrows, but for the lashes, if you want fuller lashes without like using mascara. So a foundation is supposed to last say 6 to 8 hours a day. You're not even supposed to wear foundation for more than 8. It's not good for your skin. So I'm just going to go through my day. I won't maybe wear it for 8 hours. Here it's sticking to dry patches, so it's not really a good look right now, but let's see how long it lasts, and yeah, I will let you know. Okay, ignoring the color difference, I think the foundation looks pretty nice, but yeah, then again, there are some patchy spots here But overall, I think the foundation looks good. Like under natural lighting, I think it. I filmed the video at 1:30. It's 3:30 right now. Yeah, it's 3:30 right now, so 2 hours, and it's pretty humid. I'm sitting at home without AC, uh, just the fan, and it looks good. They have to say, Tanisha.
It's not your shade. I mean, it's a bit light on you.
That's true. But do you think the finish is all right?
It looks a little cakey on your forehead and your cheeks, I guess.
But the blush is looking good.
Blush is nice.
So this is the last and final check-in. It's 8:30 right now, which means that it's been around 7 hours since I'm wearing this foundation. I have not powdered it even once. Even the concealer, I've actually forgot to powder. Foundation looks good. I'm not gonna lie, it does look good. It's been 7 hours. I went out. It's pretty humid in Bombay. It's not budged a lot. Like I can see myself getting a little oilier, but that's normal. It's also cracked up a little bit here, like it's settled in the lines, and that is also pretty standard. It happens with most foundations. Look of the foundation is good, but there are so many cons to it that I think that overshadows the pros, beginning with the shade range, which is 4 shades, and that is disappointing to say the least. Also, the coverage on the foundation is really less, and if you want to get it to somewhere like this medium coverage, you saw how much product I used, and that's a lot. The cheek tint is really nice. I would suggest everybody to go for it. 1,350. I feel like it's expensive, but it makes it worth it because it's 10 ml of product, and like I said, you need the tiniest bit, so it will go a long way. So yeah, the cheek tint is really nice. It looks strong, but you can tone it down or you can build it up according to your preference. It's also stayed put throughout the day. I think it's faded a little bit, but that's okay. Ingredients look good. I would highly recommend this one. Next comes the kajal. I'm not really someone who uses kajal, but if you're going to pay 775 for a kajal pencil, then it better be bomb. The choice is yours. There are other kajals in the market that give you a better payoff, like the Maybelline Colossal. So that's one swipe of the Colossal one right next to the Forest Essentials one, and you can clearly tell the difference. The lash and brow serum, I say go for it. It's nice. It doesn't give your lashes volume like it says on the website, but it does like lengthen them, so it gives you that whole mascara finish, and it's made of good ingredients. If you want an alternative for mascara, this is great. So if you like this video, if you like me, then subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment down below if you have any feedback or if you have any recommendations for me, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.